Getting ready to roll off for the first of 2 rounds of feature racing here, the 23rd season of Thursday Thunder, live on the Atlanta Motor Speedway Facebook page. Ted Austed, Caleb Gladney, Gabe Creary, all here calling the action for you tonight. Our Masters Division lineup, Mark Swan, the 14 car out of Athens, is your pole sitter. Philip Young out of Dallas, Georgia, in the white and orange car number 37 will start outside of him. The McAllister Precision Marketing Pole Award winner tonight for the 5th straight week is Bill Plemons Jr. in the 15 car. Plemons moved into the 4th overall position in career wins last week as he clean swept the racing action. He now has 27 career wins on his career. Benjamin Jones. Ben Jones is in the 25 car outside of him in row 2.
Tony Armbruster will make up the top 5 in the 19. In the 5, Ronnie Wienhunt out of Canton, Georgia, 6th. 7th is the 28 of Wade Brewer. 8th is the 07 of Russell Shore, and rounding out the field in that silver number 50 racing machine is the 50 of James Meredith.
So 9 cars, 20 laps for your Masters Division feature. 12-minute time limit. We'll see how it transpires as Swan and Young battle through 1 and 2.
Side by side off of turn number 2. Philip Young using that PJ1 to get a launch off of the corner. He'll take the lead from the high side off of turn number 4. Philip Young to the lead.
Philip Young staying in that high groove, that outside lane, and he'll make the pass down through turns 1 and 2. Swan will settle back into the number 2 spot while Plemons tries to strategize what he's going to do over the next 18.
Bill Plemons Jr. just sitting in 3rd right now, trying to figure out, as Ted said, what he wants to do with these front runners here. Mark Swan 2nd, your leader Philip Young, who made that pass with that PJ1 off the outside. Now he'll stretch that lead to about a car length and a half over the 14 of Mark Swan.
Philip Young had a couple of really good runs last week during the doubleheader. Tonight starting off right where he left off last week. We'll see if he can hold off these 2 hard chargers over the next 17 laps.
Well, right now, in the mirror of Philip Young is the 14 of Mark Swan. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to see the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr. get any closer. Bill Plemons Jr. still trying to work to get past the 2nd place driver of Mark Swan.
Plemons now taking a peek down to the inside, seeing if he can get Mark Swan to maybe go into the corner a little differently than what he wants to, upset his car a little bit and take advantage and move into that number 2 spot. He's sizing up the competition here as they come out of turn 4.
This time going into turn 1, he'll take another peek to the inside of the 14 of Mark Swan. This time he will get his nose in. Side by side off of turn number 2, 14 of Mark Swan pushed up into that PJ1. We'll see if he can be that'll be the benefactor off of turn number 4. Give that position to the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr.
Swan not as confident in that outside groove as Philip Young was early on in this race. It cost him a position as he drops back to 3rd. Now the chase is on as Plemons tries to dial in the 37 car of Young.
Bill Plemons Jr. going to waste no time trying to get to the orange 37 of Philip Young. They work into turns 1 and 2. About a car length separates those. How quickly that gap has changed now that Bill Plemons Jr. has moved up to 2nd place.
So these are your front runners. Philip Young, the 37 car. Plemons in the 15. Plemons so far in the season, 5 for 5, trying to make it 6 straight as he is trying to successfully defend his points championship from last season.
He's all over the back bumper of the 37 of Philip Young. They work into turns 3 and 4. Bill Plemons Jr. works to the back bumper of Philip Young. They come by here on the front stretch side by side into turns 1.
Young just slams the door shut right on the toes of Bill Plemons, trying to keep that 15 car behind him, kind of trying to hug that white line. Look how he's down on that white line. He's forcing Plemons to look to the outside.
Philip Young giving no room for Bill Plemons to have the inside. Bill Plemons Jr., if he's going to make that pass, might just have to stick his nose in there and take it as they work down the backstretch.
Plemons trying to get into Young's head. You can see him get close, almost daring him to kind of come up and tap him. Young pulls away, but Plemons is really trying to figure out what he's going to do to get around this guy.
The 37 of Philip Young continues to hold his own over the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr. Bill Plemons Jr., as everyone knows, has been the dominant car. He's won all the feature races so far for the Masters Division. He's trying to get back to victory lane. He's looking to the inside of Philip Young. Philip Young once again closes the door over Bill Plemons Jr.
8 more circuits. Young is trying to hold off Plemons, trying to break the streak. 5-race win streak right now for Plemons. The door opens up, but Young, what's he going to do as they charge to 1?
Philip Young closes the door once again. There went Bill Plemons Jr.'s shot to take the lead. Philip Young continues to lead this one An impressive showing so far for the 37 of Phillip Young.
Bill Plemons strong out of the hole in turn 4. He's strong out of the hole in turn 2, but it looks like Young has the straightaway speed.
Phillip Young off of turn number 2. He continues to enter the corner a little bit higher than the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr. Bill Plemons Jr. takes the low lane all the way around turns 3 and 4, where Phillip Young continues to open up that bottom groove for Bill Plemons.
Plemons with a good run out of turn 4. What's he going to do? Young slams the door shut on him once again. 5 laps remain before these two guys will get the checkers.
Phillip Young ventured up into the PJ1, found that grip, and that's what was able to continue his lead out front over the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr. into turns 1 and 2 with just 4 laps remaining. Can Phillip Young hold on?
Plemons trying to get ready to throw the kitchen sink at Phillip Young. Young slides up the track. Plemons with a good run. He'll scoot by him.
Bill Plemons Jr. was pressuring Phillip Young all race long, trying to get him to make a mistake. And as you can see, coming out of turn number 4, Phillip Young made that mistake. That'll give the lead to the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr.
Plemons may have gotten into Phillip Young's head on that one as he charged too hard into turn number 3, and that's all it took for Bill Plemons to move to the lead. 2 laps remain for Plemons to go 6 straight.
Can Phillip Young hunt back down the 15 of Bill Plemons Jr.? Right now, it's not looking that way as he continues to fade on the leader, Bill Plemons Jr. Coming here to the stripe, white flag in the air for Bill Plemons Jr.
Plemons waited until that mistake happened, pounced on the opportunity, and now he'll charge through the final 2 turns of this 20-lap Masters Division feature. He'll look in front of him, and he'll see the checkered flag will fly over him first for the 6th straight week.
Bill Plemons Jr., congratulations as he's headed to victory lane for the 6th time this season. Phillip Young, who put on quite a battle for the lead, will bring it home 2nd. Mark Swan 3rd. 4th, Ben Jones, and rounding out the top 5, the 07 of Russell